morning and welcome to this week's serving of Mickey Waffles, a Disney podcast where we cover everything from parks, movies and merchandise. My name is Sinead.
My name's Kate. Hi guys.
Lads, we've done this 3 times.
3 times. My Audacity just would not work. It wouldn't recognize my voice. And then it recognized my voice and then just stopped recording and was like, warning, data lost. And I was like, what's going on? So we're back to the lovely old Zoom.
Yeah, so if there's a noticeable difference in quality, feck all we can do about it. So here we are.
For our pure sanity of not sitting here for 20 minutes and trying to figure out if Audacity will record and save. So it's us.
Nah, man, Kate's got cupcakes and bake off.
Right? I've got other places to be, okay? It's a busy Tuesday evening.
So how's your week been, Kate?
Yeah, it's been fine. Life's moving on, trucking on. Everything's good.
We're getting that bit closer to lockdown, maybe potentially being lifted slightly, maybe. Who knows?
Now that you've brought up lockdown, I'll just throw in my 2 cents. Did you know that the restrictions, the legislation for penalties that they said that they were going to introduce this time were only put into legislation 2 days ago? So on the 26th
I'm not surprised.
November.
I'm not surprised.
For fuck's sake. And they've also said, as of this evening, that there probably won't be inter-county travel up until the first week before Christmas.
Ooh.
And I'm like, lads. But then they've also said that there will probably be high levels of restrictions, i.e. level 4, level 5, mid-January to end of February. So what they basically said is, okay, you didn't do what you were told, so we're still fucked. But we understand you all need Christmas so that suicide rates don't get even higher than they currently are. So everyone go enjoy yourselves, go spread it around, but try to keep it, try. Just try for us. But then when you come back after Christmas, you're all locked up again.
Oh, I don't think I can. The only plus side to that I can see is the stuff that's going on with vaccines and the fact that vaccines should be rolled out soon, and the tests for the vaccines seem like it works better than the traditional vaccines that we have for the flu. So
yeah, and everything's getting fast tracked, and by fast track that doesn't mean that steps are being skipped. It just means that the yellow tape isn't there. So
this is the world's priority.
Instead of needing 10 days to process a document, they magically now can do it within an hour. So it's that kind of shit. Not hey, let's skip this phase.
Yeah, no, they're not being silly.
It is slightly hopeful that maybe by mid next year a good majority of people could be vaccinated, which would be fantastic.
I just really like to leave the country for a while.
I just
even for a few days
to Disneyland.
Well, that
please, just let me go to Disney. I didn't realize I'd have withdrawal symptoms, but I haven't gone all year.
I know.
I know. Year. It's November 24th and I haven't set foot in a Disney park. What?
And when I think of, and I'm staring at where my annual pass is on my bookcase, and I'm just like, what the greatest load of waste of money.
Well,
so I'm like, if I could get I don't even mean a lot. I don't even need loads of use out of it. If I can even get a smidgen of use out of that before it expires, whatever that may be, I'll be happy.
In my eyes, they're a weekend. Cool.
Literally a weekend. Honestly, at this stage, a day, I'd take it.
Yeah, actually, do you know what? If you told me, hey, in a month's time, I'm going for a Saturday, I'd be like, okay, let's go.
A random Wednesday. Fuck it. Yeah. I do it.
Yeah, so
I'm yeah. The joys. Have you done anything fun this week besides making cupcakes?
Ed made scones. They were nice. We bought some stuff from IKEA.
Terribly exciting.
Just storage bins for our crap that can't go anywhere at the moment. But
exciting times.
So annoying. So my mum mentioned that they were doing click and collect in IKEA, a big IKEA. And I was like, great, that's only up the road. And when I tried to do it, it was there are some items which are unavailable for click and collect. And I was like, what do you mean unavailable? So like, do you know when it has like the green dots where it's like available in Dublin? So i.e. like they're picking the stock from Dublin, like the big IKEA, and it was like unavailable for collection. And I was like, what the fuck does that mean? I bought storage bins and wrapping paper. I was like, what? That doesn't make any sense. Looks like they're heavy.
Yeah.
And so all of Saturday I was trying to do it and it would not work. And then Sunday I hopped back on. I was like, fuck, I'm going to try it again. And in delivery, it was like, hey, do you want to collect? I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
Honestly.
I was like, what's wrong with you? So we went and he went and got it today. So hopefully we can get the spare room a bit more organized. That isn't just, instead of cardboard boxes, it'll maybe plastic boxes. And then the plastic boxes that definitely aren't going anywhere, we're like wrapping up to keep them safe from moisture, and then we're putting them in the shed. Even though the shed shouldn't get moisture in anyway because it's sealed. But yeah, just trying to make some room, free up some space.
The exciting times of being a homeowner.
Maybe do something with this room that isn't just a makeshift office.
You just need to get a blow bed, and then I can just come and play with the doggos all the time.
Yeah, I have started looking at blow beds to just be like, come here. Just come here and sleep in this room. Now this room is cold, but it's got a and radiator, so we can keep that on.
Exciting times.
So yeah, that was about it from my week. I've nearly done all my Christmas shopping. I am waiting for one more thing, I think. Oh, and I have one more thing to buy, but I'm waiting. We need to buy stuff for someone else, and I'm going to buy them at the same time. So I'm just waiting for that, but that's coming from Ireland, so I know it'll be here in time. And so yeah, this weekend I might wrap all my presents.
I hate wrapping Christmas presents.
Do you know what? I'm really bad at it, but I still really like it.
I hate it. Like I will have all my Christmas presents and I will have all my Christmas cards.
Christmas cards. I need to get Christmas cards.
There you go. But like I will not wrap my Christmas presents until earliest the 23rd. I hate it. I absolutely detest wrapping presents. I don't know why. I just absolutely hate it.
There was like a short period of time where I was like good at it, and then all of a sudden I'm just crap at it again. Like me and Ed recently had our anniversary, and so obviously we gave each other presents that were wrapped, and I was just like, there you go. And he was like, what the fuck is this? I was like, just unwrap it.
That's parcel.
To be fair, his wrapping isn't much better, but I was like, look, okay, just take it and smile.
I don't know. Like Amy sent us a voice message the other day where she was curling. Well, she was trying to curl ribbon and everything, and I was just like, I could not be arsed.
My mom's really good at that.
Oh. There is something very satisfying about the sound of somebody curling ribbon, but I'm just wrapping Christmas presents is a bloody nightmare to me. I can't be dealing with it. I can't be dealing. But I also think I have pretty much all my Christmas presents bought, except for I have 2 couples that I have to buy for that I just never know who to get stuff for. So I'm just like, cool, I'll just figure something out. But I think I have everybody else done. I'm just waiting for stuff to arrive.
Excellent. I think, like, I do say that when I'm prepared, I'm prepared. Like, it's not in December and I'm pretty much there. But one Christmas, I left it to the last week. I was still fine. But, like, do you know what I mean? It's either, like, I'm unbelievably prepared or I'm unbelievably not prepared.
Yeah.
There's no middle.
It's one or the other. That's it. That's fair. I decided I was going to go for a walk down to the beach at the weekend, which was rather lovely. And because I'm still watching horror movies, not quite to the same sheer volume that I was in the run up to Halloween. I have kind of cooled my jets a little bit. I watched like 1, maybe 2 a weekend now. But I decided I was going to re-listen to our lovely pals Ben and Mikey over at Once Upon a Scream. I've listened to pretty much all of their episodes, but for basically every single horror movie, I had never seen the movie, but I just listened to the podcast anyways.
Proper context.
So now I'm like, oh, I should really go back and re-listen to the ones that I've now seen the movie for.
Mm-hmm.
So I listened to their review of Scream 2.
Excellent.
Loved it. And then I came home from a walk and I watched Scream 3. So now I have Scream 4 left to watch, and then I'm all caught up for 2022.
I can't believe they're calling the new Scream movie Scream.
I know.
What?
It's kind of like what they did with Halloween.
Halloween.
Yeah. They just
wow.
yeah. But either way, I've been enjoying going back and listening to the movies now that I've actually seen them and have some context, which is nice.
That's nice. That's always good.
Yeah. But I think the most exciting thing that's going to be happening for both of us is happening on Friday. It's Toy Show Day.
Oh, right. I was like, ugh. I was like, what's going on? Friday, yeah.
I'm fairly sure we mentioned it last year, but if anybody doesn't know, so basically anybody outside of Ireland, our like longest standing talk show, the Late Late, is it the Late Late Show or is it the Late Late Talk Show?
No, the Late Late Show. Oh, the Late Late Talk Show.
I don't know.
I don't know, because I just call it the Late Late.
But I know there's now that like American version of the Late Late Show, which is a complete copy and like knockoff version.
It's just called the Late Late Show.
The Late Late Show.
And then in brackets, Irish Talk Show.
There you go. So that's like one of the, I think, longest running talk shows in the world. And every year.
It's the longest running late night talk show in the world.
There we go. Fun fact for everybody. But every year they do the Late Late Toy Show, or at least they have since I think the mid-70s. And it's basically the one night of the year that the whole country will actually sit and everyone will watch the toy show together.
Even if you kind of don't want to, you kind of still do.
It's also arguably the best time to be on Irish Twitter.
Yes. And I hate Twitter.
Irish Twitter is on fucking fire on Toy Show night because it is just everybody ripping the absolute piss out of Ryan Tuberty and all of the children. Not in a bad way.
No, the children, well, Ryan Tuberty a bad way. The children a loving way. Ryan Tuberty can get in the sea. But the children, we love the children. We stand the children.
But we also take the piss out of the children.
Yes, but in a loving, kind Irish way.
Exactly. So, yeah, it's also one of the few times of the year where you can access the RTE player from anywhere in the world because they realised, because we send everybody to everywhere around the world, well, maybe not right now, but there's still people that live in different countries that like have that pang of nostalgia for wanting to watch the toy show. So
they put up on their Twitter or Facebook recently, they put up like what time you should watch it depending on where in the world you are. And I was like,
oh, that's adorable.
That's cute. Like what time it's going to be on live. So yeah, I know they haven't really released a lot of information about the toy show this year. So I'm really interested to see what they do.
Have you seen the ad for it?
Is this the one where they're in the car? The two kids are in the car? Yeah.
What is with Christmas ads and trying to make us cry?
I don't know, but all Christmas ads this I don't know if it's racist. Basically all Christmas ads this year are either lockdown orientated or very racially diverse. All of them, which is great, but it's just so funny to see like a very distinct theme this year. And animation, lots of animation.
Yeah, but so we'll let you guys know what we thought of the toy show next year. Who
knows?
Hopefully not.
Probably be live tweeting.
Ideally next week.
Next year, Jesus Christ. Bye, lads. See you in 365 days.
Yeah, but we'll let you know anyways. I think that's everything.
Yeah, I agree. Shall we go on to a bit of some news?
Yes.
Breaking news. French President Emmanuel Macron has ruled out opening theme parks over the Christmas holidays. I even got myself on that one. That was really funny.
It was the facial expression that went along with it. Like she looked so disgusted saying this man's name. I can't.
I think he's quite a good like president, I guess. I don't really know much about him, but I don't hate him by any means. I don't know anything about him. Anyway, the French president has ruled out opening theme parks over the Christmas holidays. As a result, Disneyland Paris will now reopen on February 13th, 2021. Good night, DLP. See you in 3 months.
It's so sad. Like I didn't actually, if I'm being completely honest, I didn't see them opening for Christmas.
Oh no, neither did I. I was like, it's not happening.
But what I will say, and what is an interesting thing to note, so we have our kind of little circle of Disney pals, and the lovely Andrea, who we mention all the time, that loves to go to the parks by himself. He priced a Disney trip for his birthday in March And
yeah, talk about this. Go on.
The prices were quite literally double what they were last year. And Sam, the .girl .in the .castle, got it right that time. She had to move a trip. She was supposed to be there, I think, last week, and ages ago she just moved her trip to just a random date in March just to move it. And the price that she was offered was hundreds less than what Andrea was offered, because Andrea kept being like, but I have an infinity pass, you give 50% off, and they're like, that's with the 50% off, and he was like, sorry, what?
Outrageous.
So clearly, because they've made no money and basically all they've been doing is just leapfrogging people's trips to different months, they're just now skyrocketing the price of everything, and it's outrageous.
I do wonder though, is that to do with like control? Like, are they kind of like, look, we actually don't have the manpower to deal with this, so just make the prices really high and less people will buy for this like certain period of time, just while, because they can't just pause bookings for no reason, kind of. Do you know what I mean? That looks even worse. So like, imagine they came out with like, we don't have the manpower, you can't book for 2 months, leave us alone.
Yeah. It's just mental, because Andrea actually managed to find his like notebook of where he like took down his trip details from March this year. And it was quite literally double.
Isn't that mad?
So
you know, maybe if we go,
maybe we will have to do a quite literal day trip to DLP. Because
we might have to stay in one of those offsite hotels. And
the one that Sandy went to was nice.
Bus or the train.
The one that Sandy stayed in looked lovely, though.
I know, but you have to take extra transport.
I know. We can't just walk. I mean, you could walk, but you'd be walking for a very long time, and your legs would be dead.
What is this? Disney World? I don't think so.
Dun dun dun. There was a whole like dance routine that went with that. Never mind. Not a visual medium, but here we are.
Anyway, yeah, so we'll see DLP February 13th. So you guys better be ready for some really out there content between now and February.
Yeah. Who knows?
You know, our podcast is about Disneyland Paris, and Disneyland Paris currently doesn't exist. So, yeah.
Might take quite a break over Christmas. We'll see.
Maybe just a small one.
Yeah,
We'll see how it goes.
Speaking of DLP news and RIP to things, so we mentioned last week that the Buffalo Bills Wild West show, whatever that was called, was closed. I have to say, I listened to Nick and Paul talk about it on Discover DLP, and the two of them were beside themselves about how upset they were that Buffalo Bills was closing. And then literally the next day we released a podcast and we were like, bye.
Yeah, bye bitch, bye.
It was just the complete like polar opposite reactions.
But we're different genders, different ages, different lifestyles.
That's just true.
It goes to show you how different DLP is for a lot of different people.
Honestly. But another thing that's now going goodbye in DLP, which honestly, I'm shocked that it made it to 2020, if I'm being completely honest. Yeah. But Light Motors Action is no more. R.I.P.
Au revoir. Yeah, I assume my dad's devastated because this is the only thing he liked about Disneyland Paris.
Yeah, true.
He saw that show 3 times. Maybe Stuart really loved it. So now I wonder, the next time they go to DLP, what'll he do?
Ooh,
yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah,
but I mean, it's a lot of like prime real estate. Yeah, for something that I actually like. Yes, people go to it, but I don't think it's as popular as to warrant the sheer volume of space that it takes up.
No, and to be fair, I think it's just outdated. Like at the time of release, it was a fantastic show.
Oh yeah.
But the problem is, once you've seen it, it doesn't have rewatchability because of like the secrets in it. So like once you've seen it once, it's like, okay, unless like you do just like watching car chases and stuff. But like the storytelling and stuff within the show, once you've seen it once, it's gone. It's not like going to see literally any of the other shows in Walt Disney World.
Mickey and the Magician, even.
Yeah, like even Mickey and the Magician.
I could watch that every time I go.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it doesn't have the same kind of rewatchability. So to be fair, like, it did a long time. They did a revamp with Lightning McQueen, which, brought a bit of life back to it, but that revamp was like a good 5+ years ago now. So like, yeah. RIP. But hopefully, I am hoping they're just gonna rip it all up and use it for space for Avengers Campus or something.
Yeah.
Just take it out.
That'd be nice.
So yeah. Then, keeping with DLP, Route 66 Road Trip is going to be coming in 2021, which lives right next door to where the car show, that French car show. Jesus.
Lights, Motors, Action.
That's the one. Lives right next door. So yeah, it's going to be coming 2021.
That's about as specific as they've given us.
DLP will also be reopening in 2021.
Hey! Oh dear.
That's all I got.
So, I think that's everything for DLP. I mean, DLP is closed. DLP is staying closed. There ain't going to be a whole lot of news for DLP for a while.
God.
However,
yeah,
some exciting news for Walt Disney World is park hopping will be returning from January 1st.
Yeah, I mean, should we be excited? Florida's COVID cases are shooting through the roof once again.
They are. So it was announced last week, week before, I don't know which week it was, that they were upping their capacity from 25% to 35%. So it's still only a 35% capacity. So how park hopping is going to work is that you will need a reservation for a park. So we'll say Magic Kingdom. So if you have a park reservation for Magic Kingdom, anytime after 2 p.m., you can then go to any of the other 3 parks. So you can either hop on a bus or you can hop on a monorail or whatever other way you want to get there. I think the reason why they've made the 2 p.m. cutoff is that you have to, I think we mentioned it last week, the week before, about Rise the Resistance. So the second drop of Rise the Resistance boarding passes happens at 2 p.m. and you have to already be in the park. So they're making sure that people who have got reservations for Hollywood Studios that day are more likely to get boarding passes for Rise the Resistance. But it means you could go have like a cute little Magic Kingdom morning and then go have a little boozy evening in Epcot. Happy days.
Yeah, and people were like, oh, I don't know. It was just people who have obviously been forever and they're still there during COVID. And they're like, woo, more park time. And other people are like, woo, more people to be in contact with. And you're like, ooh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know how they're going to limit. Because like what, for example, if you get a boarding pass for, not a boarding pass, Jesus Christ. If you get a park reservation for, say, like Animal Kingdom.
Yeah.
And then suddenly everybody decides to go to, I don't know, Epcot for the evening because Epcot's the park that has the highest, like, is open latest. How are they going to manage capacities there? Because, do you know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know how they're going to like manage that. So like you don't have to have, so you get your park pass for your park that you're going to in the morning.
Yeah.
You don't need a second reservation. You could go to all 3. You could go to 1. You could go to none.
I know. Do they still have limitations in place? Like they're not back to 100% capacity, are they?
No, they're still at 35% capacity. But
so like, I wonder,
I feel like it'll get messy.
I just feel like they'll stop letting people in.
Yeah, probably.
Like they'll still, like, I know they aren't doing like fingerprints and stuff, but like the Magic Band tapping will still count how many people are in and out of the park.
True.
So I wonder, is it just like, no, like they'll upset people, but fuck that. Who cares?
True.
In other Walt Disney World news, because it's the only fucking park that's open. Dining Walt Disney World Resort. So there's more options returning to Disney's Hollywood Studios and Magic Kingdom Park. I was about to say Magic Park Kingdom. I don't know why I was going to do that. So guest planning to shrink down the size of blah, 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 blah. Andy's backyard beginning 25th of November. Woody's lunchbox will be the perfect place to lasso that hunger with classic American fare, old-fashioned soda floats, and other Toy Story themed specialities. Why do they put Toy Story in double inverted commas? That doesn't make any sense.
Oh, I don't know.
Is this Disneyland Paris? Over in the Magic Kingdom Park, and just in time for the holidays, 2 restaurants will once again offer great food and stunning views of the holiday decor. Cinderella Castle and Main Street, USA. On December 13th, the Crystal Palace will reopen its doors with our friends from the 100 Acre Wood. We'll be taking a break from greeting guests. The restaurant will now be offering a family-style dining experience. There will be new individually plated entrees, including crispy fried chicken with honey pot drizzle, fire roasted prime rib of beef, fried cauliflower, and more. I don't know about you, but I'm getting rumbly in my tumbly just thinking about it. For more information and to book a reservation beginning December 1st, visit disneyworld.com. And then also
write that article.
But it sounds like me, right? Hello. And then just a few days later, on December 17th, one of my favorite outdoor dining spots, whoever wrote this, Tomorrowland Terrace will also reopen. It will feature a refreshed quick service menu of seafood favorites, including lobster rolls and fried shrimp. Who wrote that? What's this person called?
I'm assuming it's Jackie Gailey.
Laurel Slater. Laurel? Is that how you say the name?
I don't know. We got it from the Dids.
I am reading off Disney Park blog. I was just looking at the comments, and I was like, "Oh, is there any like snide comments?" But there's not. Oh, would love to see all buffets permanently transition to family style dining. Well, Caleb. Okay then.
There you go.
Will
I don't know. I kind of like
doing breakfast. Good question,
I kind of like
Joshua.
being able to go up and get like bits of stuff.
Yeah, I just think buffets work really well in Europe because people have control.
Very true. Except for me with that DLP scrambled egg.
That doesn't count. Calories with eggs aren't real calories.
No, fair. Fair. So, in some quite surprising news from this week, Joe Rohde, legendary Disney Imagineer, has announced that he is retiring soon. I'm going to read. He posted a big, So he posted a big, massive thing on Instagram, and I'm going to read it out because there's some interesting things that he's put in his Instagram post. So, I'm sure by now many of you have come across the news that I am retiring from Walt Disney Imagineering. It has been 40 years since I stepped foot in the door at age 25. He does not look 65.
Nah, it's the earrings.
Like, not at all. Not at all. Not knowing anything about theme parks, Disney, or what it meant to work for a big company. Every day of my life since then has been a learning experience. I'm very glad I had that opportunity and proud of the work that has been done, not just by me, but by my fellow Imagineers, and especially those who worked by my side over the decades. But 40 years is a long time, and this strange, quiet time seems like a great opportunity to slip away without too much disruption. If I wait, I will once again be in the middle of another huge project, and by the time that is done, I would be truly old.
Oh.
Same, Joe. Same. I'm not that old yet, and there are things I want to do that cannot be done here. Interesting. We encourage a culture of storytellers, not just amongst ourselves, but among our guests and our fans. And because of this, there is a strong temptation to take this moment and turn it into a story. But what story? I think it's a coming of age story. I started at Disney as a child and I learned almost all my life lessons there. It developed my confidence, recognized my skills and weaknesses, and went on to work with both and do what could be done. I could stay forever, but that is like remaining in another kind of womb. It's a weird way of phrasing it.
Womb, not room.
Womb.
Another womb.
Really weird. I want to see what a grown man might be able to do on his own. The site here is not really for Disney. It is for us. I imagine that there is many of you who will be sad that I will no longer be a daily part of the Disney company, and there will be some of you who will drift away and no longer follow my ruminations. I don't know, because they all feel they aren't relevant. But I will still be here, and I will still be thinking about things and doing things and talking about things, because that's kind of what I do. I mentioned in my departure note that I will mention here again, the tremendous debt that I owe to our guests and our fans who have been so generous. Working as an Imagineer has made me a good designer, but it is all of you that have made me a better person. I thought that was very interesting.
So, do you think he has asked to do a certain project and they said no? Do you think he's not happy with how Disney have reacted to the COVID situation? Or do you think they asked him to step down but said that he could phrase it in form of retirement?
Seemingly, it's kind of a bit of all of that from what I've seen.
Okay.
So I was watching the days before we started recording, and seemingly what everybody is saying is that Joe Rohde is arguably probably one of the, if not the most expensive Imagineer that they would have on cast. Right?
He's great though. He fucking made Animal Kingdom.
Yeah. And when I say expensive, I don't just mean like just from the fact that he's worked for the company for 40 years. And obviously he is one of the top tier Imagineers. So obviously his pay would be quite expensive.
Yeah.
But also because Joe Rohde doesn't do things by halves, look at Animal Kingdom, look at Pandora. The projects that he works on are very, very expensive because he likes to travel to these various places around the world to soak in the culture and then bring authentic versions of that culture back. He worked on the Mexico Pavilion, for example, and the Mexico Pavilion is arguably, I will argue this with people, the best pavilion in Epcot because it's just fucking great. So a lot of what he does are big, massive, very, very expensive projects. So what a lot of people are surmising, or what the kind of rumors are, is that Disney weren't prepared to give him another big, expensive project, or by the time the company would be in a position to give him a big, expensive project, chances are he probably wouldn't still be an Imagineer anyways. So seemingly he was kind of given the option of, you want to leave now? And he kind of took it.
Right. I mean, you want to say it's sad, but also like when it comes down to it, he's not gonna, he has enough money for life. He's gonna live through the rest of his life very comfortably.
Oh, yeah.
He is obviously being paid a fuck ton, so he obviously has a good retirement fund. Or I imagine Disney is giving him something to leave, if that's the case.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So like, and he has done so much for Disney, and he has worked for Disney for fucking years. So I don't know, like, is it kind of his time? And due to the situation, like, in all fairness, there's not much Disney can do about the fact that they can't afford a big project right now.
Yeah.
So
I think the project that he was working on, which obviously isn't finished, was their new private island. I think it's called like Lighthouse Point or something like that. Which obviously the plan is
this.
Which is obviously to go along with the new ships, but obviously, and we'll get on to ships in a minute, like cruise line's not doing great at the minute. So they're obviously not going to continue to plow a load of money into a private island that only their cruise ships can go, when at the minute their cruise ships can't go nowhere.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's a bit sad, but also, is it really that sad? No.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I think where a lot of people are kind of concerned is that obviously with the parks being closed and everything, like every company in the world has been impacted by COVID. Yeah. And predominantly companies have been negatively impacted by COVID. Unless you're like a supermarket, you have not been positively impacted by COVID. Or unless you're Zoom. There we go. So obviously it'll take a while. And Disney have had a lot of big projects recently. Pandora, Galaxy's Edge, the new Epcot expansion, Tron. Like there's loads of new stuff coming and has been coming over the past like 10 years. But once all these new things that are in the works at the minute are done, what's going to be left of Imagineering? Because I have a feeling just as projects are done, they're just going to continue letting people go. Because I don't think we're going to get anything new for a very long time.
Yeah, I imagine like is it history repeats itself kind of? Like, are they going to get stuck in this rush where they're like they did however many years ago, where they're like, nah, we have different focuses, Imagineering's got to go. And then that happens, Imagineering whittles down to like, just got to keep the rides going. And then, boom, people stop going and revenue goes down. And people are like, well, you fucked Imagineering, so why would I come to the park? Like, so many people park for Imagineering. So, like, they go to the park for something, and it is Imagineering, but they don't know it's Imagineering. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So, like, when they arrive, they're like, oh, this isn't here anymore. Or, that's actually been the same for a while. We haven't got any one of those. And it's because there's no one changing it.
Yeah. it'll be interesting to see what happens with Imagineering over the next while.
I do think it's a case of just history repeating itself. Obviously, like, it is due to COVID a lot, but like, yeah, I think it's just so quick for them to get rid of Imagineering, because in their eyes they're like, people always want to do Imagineering. That is until like you start fucking over all of your great people who then have links to all these other great people. Like,
yep,
word of mouth's a big thing.
Yeah, although I did enjoy when I was listening to the Diz, and Pete found out that seemingly this was as much a kind of push from Disney as it was a jump from Joe. That he was kind of like, here he is, fucking Lex Luthor, like stripping all the good out of the parks again, like going mad about Chapek, and it was very funny. I really enjoyed it.
Chapek. What a terrible thing for the company. Anyway, leading up to the final bits of news, as we mentioned, the Disney Cruise Alliance has suspended all sailings through to January 2021.
Yeah.
Like, not surprising.
Yeah.
Like, the easiest place to spread viruses is on ships.
Yeah. I think I saw somewhere, now I don't know what the America levels are. I just about can wrap my head around the fucking Irish levels of stuff.
They're really bad.
Yeah. But the CDC has said that cruise lines are like a level 4. I don't know what that means. No. Don't know how many levels there are, but I don't think it's good. So there's that. Another piece of news. So Hong Kong Disneyland over the weekend celebrated its 15th anniversary. Happy birthday, Hong Kong Disneyland. And it had its beautiful new castle to celebrate. And that's about as much news as I have about that. We're trying, lads. We're really trying.
Guys, please. It's so hard. And then a final bit of news that's not really news. The 10th anniversary of Tangled on December 1st. They're releasing a limited edition doll. I don't want it. I have a Rapunzel doll that looks very similar, and the lantern lights up when she sings. I don't need this one. But December's castle. Do you guys know that Disney Store are doing this castle thing? Because I honestly keep forgetting. This month's castle is the Corona Castle from Tangled. And guess what bitch wants all of it? Well, no, I don't want, like, there's like a big castle. I don't want that. But I would quite like the ornament, the pen, the journal, and the puzzle.
Just a few things.
Just a couple of things. It's being released on the 16th of December, 8 a.m. As for every limited edition release, everyone is already complaining that what's the fucking point? Because the bots are just going to get in there. Bots physically work quicker than the human, like, finger pushing of the button to say bye. Like, bots work quicker than that. So it's near physically impossible for people to buy things off Shop Disney when it's a release like this. And people keep putting the comments up, and Disney just keep deleting the comments.
Are they actually deleting them?
I have seen a couple that have been deleted, yeah. I've definitely read them, and then they've not been there the next day. But they are leaving up some, so I'm like, this is confusing. But anyway, so I would kind of like some of that. It's very nice. It's a nice take on the Corona Castle. It's not exactly the one that's in the movie. It's drawn a bit differently, but I quite like it. I think the puzzle would be really cute, made together and then stuck in a frame. So, yeah. Wish me luck.
Are you going to try?
Yeah, I think I'll try. I mean, I try. There's a candle seller on Instagram called Dulwicks, and she makes such a small amount. She does Disney scented candles, right? And she makes such a small amount of them, they sell out so quickly. And every time I try and get some, and every time they sell, like, I'll put them in my basket, immediately go to checkout, and then that's it, they're sold out. And it infuriates me every single time. And every time I snap my laptop closed, I'm like, what's the point? Why do I do this? And then every time I see she's dropping more candles, I'm like, ooh.
Well, what you get this time, though?
Yeah, so, yeah, I think I definitely will try, because there have been times where I've been quick on the button and gotten these kind of things. Mm-hmm. Not a lot. Like, Minnie Mouse Main Attraction this year was an absolute disaster, and I just gave up on it. But, yeah, we'll see where we go. And like, you can guarantee that Sinead would definitely be awake at 8 a.m. So if we end up buying doubles, I'll return one.
If you want, I can try.
I'd rather see, because those sort of things, like I'd rather accidentally buy two and then just return the ones I didn't want.
Oh, because you can return them to the store.
I could return them to the store. Or I could hike them up by 50,000% and sell them on eBay.
We're not dicks.
No, we don't do that. Fuck that.
And then one last thing. It's not actually news, but
it's news for us.
News for us. I figured we'd throw it in here and we'd let you guys know how we're getting on. Because as we know, me and Kate love a Spirit jersey. We love a Spirit jersey.
And I haven't bought a single Spirit jersey all year. Think how parched I am for a Spirit jersey.
This is technically my third Spirit jersey this year.
Wow, well done. That's impressive.
And I know, right? But here we are. So Shop Disney US over the weekend, we're doing 25% off parks merchandise.
But not all park merchandise. I was highly confused.
Yeah. Why? What did you want that you couldn't get?
No, that green Spirit jersey that I bought, the title was Disneyland Parks Spirit jersey, but it didn't count in the 25% off.
Oh, right. Because I won't lie, I was really tempted to get, because on Shop Disney US, they have the Disney Alex and Annie bracelets, and I was really hoping the Haunted Mansion one.
I looked at those too!
I was so hoping the Haunted Mansion one would be on offer, but it wasn't. So
no,
I'm going to just wait until I can go to a Disney park, or I can get somebody else to buy it for me.
Yeah, I think I would also like one of those park Alex Annies. I also tend to end up really liking the park Pandora, and I'm like, stop it. No.
Yeah. Agreed.
But anyway.
So myself and Kate said, sure, fuck it. Will we give it a go? So we've decided to. So we each ordered two things. I ordered the Tatooine Star Wars Spirit jersey, which is technically my 10th Spirit jersey, which I'm very excited about, which is the one that's like yellow to orange to black. It's nice. I feel like it goes with my aesthetic. I'm very excited.
I also feel like you've explained it badly. It's actually very nice.
Oh no, it's lovely. And I don't have a Star Wars Spirit jersey, so I'm very excited to have one. And then the only other thing that I saw on the website that I was so desperate for is it's like a Hawaiian shirt. It's from Her Universe. This wasn't on the offer. I paid full price for this, but I just couldn't leave it. It's like a Hawaiian shirt with like this multicolored Haunted Mansion print on it, but it's like a little like tie one. So you'd wear it with like high-waisted. I mean, you could wear it with non-high-waisted jeans, but who wears non-high-waisted jeans? The fool, surely. So yeah, so I've ordered that and I'm very excited about it because it was too cute. I couldn't leave it.
It was kind of an amalgamation of me and Sinead on a shirt. Yeah.
Very colourful, but very spooky.
There you go. Bing bang.
What did you order, Kate?
I got, what a doozy. So I was going to get the brick red Spirit jersey that we talked about not that long ago. Mm-hmm. And I'd looked at it on the Friday and I was like, yeah, I'm going to get that one. And then we made our thing. What's the word I'm looking for? We made our order on the Saturday. And by Saturday, they had sold out of all sizes except for extra small, which is equivalent to like a child's size something. So I was like, no. So I went back and had a look at the Spirit jerseys again. And first I saw the Pixar ball Spirit jersey, which I have also talked about previously on an episode. And yes. I remember the last time they only had extra small, but they have restocked all sizes. So I got the Pixar ball Spirit jersey. It was very exciting. I think it's the Walt Disney World font, but who cares? And
I was going to ask, did you get Disneyland or World?
No, they didn't have Disneyland, so I had to get World. But like, you know what? We'll live with it. Because my second Spirit jersey, that's right, ladies and gentlemen, I bought 2 Spirit jerseys, was the green checkered Spirit jersey that I've also talked about on the podcast. And they only had large left, and it was like, this is limited. I was like, I know you're probably lying, but then also I know you're probably not. So again, that was a Disneyland Park Spirit jersey. It wasn't included in the offer. But you know what? I didn't get to go to Disney this year. So yes, I will buy 2 Spirit jerseys. I don't care. So yeah, that's what I got. I was very excited. And then we also got a decoration for our lovely friend Sam. Because when the Disney decks came out in Shop Disney UK, there was this like Cinderella one. It came out once, it never came out again. And when Sam asked me to look for decorations for it, it was the Mary Poppins one and the Cinderella one. And when I was looking on other stuff to buy, I was like, you know what, sure, fuck it, let's have a look and see if it's on Shop Disney US. Lo and behold, sure wasn't it there and on sale. So we picked that up for Sam.
We love a sale.
So yeah, the whole order was like $200 and something. Between the two of us, I don't think that's bad. And then we got free shipping, like American shipping. So that was grand. So all we have to pay for is the address pal shipping, which I imagine will be either 12 or 18 euro, because I imagine it's going to be quite heavy.
Okay.
And then whatever taxes are... Thinking about the taxes actually makes me want to crawl out of my skin.
Yeah. So...
But I have had people say that they've never been charged import taxes from Shop Disney.
Interesting.
So I'm like, but if they put the value on the packet, the value is like $230.
But also will be the anomaly. Like, will be those people that do get charged it. So
yeah,
we'll see.
And like, we got it sent to me because I know for the fact that there's going to be tax on it, and I'm not going to have cash. So when the postman comes to the door and is like, hi, that's €50 tax, I'll be like, go back to the post office. I'll go get it later.
Yeah. The only thing is we should get a decent gauge of it though, because not last week, the week before, I think, I caved and I got a refund for something that I didn't think I was going to get a refund for. So I was like, hey, Cakeworthy, I'm going to buy loads of shit off your website. And I love Cakeworthy. Like, this has been the year where I've just been utterly obsessed with Cakeworthy.
Yeah.
And they brought out a Classic Monsters range just before Halloween. And annoyingly, Truffle Shuffle, where I normally get my Cakeworthy stuff, weren't doing the Classic Monsters range. So I couldn't feckin' get it. So I decided, all right, well, I didn't think I was going to get this money back. So, hey, and went on to Cakeworthy and I ordered the Classic Monsters dress and I ordered the Classic Monsters pajamas and I ordered 2 Star Wars dresses that were on sale. And my order was over, I think it cost me about €100. But I'm also going through a dress pal and then getting it sent. So we should have an idea. But we'll update you guys.
Because like buying them wasn't the issue, because when you take it down from dollar to euro, it was like it wasn't that bad.
Nah.
Like $220 is like 100 and something euro, and then split between the two of us, and mine was slightly more because they were Spirit Jersey. Like, it's really not that bad. It's the tax. Even the address pal, I'm completely fine paying the address pal because it's going to be either €6 or €10 each, which is fine. It's tax.
Yeah. So we'll keep you guys up to date and we'll let you guys know.
Oh, also, FYI, I know we talk about address pal a lot. As of January, address pal are going to be charging import taxes from UK orders because of Brexit. Just FYI.
I think there's a very good chance that you're just going to have to pay import taxes in general for stuff from the UK.
Yes, but like,
great.
But address pal were like, FYI, like at the moment you don't get charged taxes.
Yeah.
But FYI, it's going to change to US where you do get charged import taxes. And I'm like, yay.
Imagine they start whacking on that €10 fucking handling fee.
Handling? What are they handling? It's their job. That's the postage. That's what I paid for. I just don't get it. I just don't understand what the handling fee is for. The postage is the handling fee.
And that's all the news for this week.
Hey. So yeah, thanks so much everybody who's been donating to our raffle thing for the Dublin Rape Crisis Centre. You're all doing fab. We still have until the end of November to keep donating, so keep sharing, keep donating, just keep it going. I'll probably put it up on the Instagram every day up until the end of it now for that last little push. But for anyone who doesn't know, or if it's your first time listening, hi. We're running a raffle fundraiser thing for the Dublin Rape Crisis Centre. We are giving away a Mahusa Baby Yoda, which needs to leave my house. So if someone could come claim it, that would be great. At the end of November, I could post it to them. All we're asking you to do is make a donation to the Dublin Rape Crisis Centre, either via the text number or on their website. Then screenshot the fact that you've made a donation and send it to us on Instagram. And then you'll be automatically entered into the draw.
Ba, ba, ba. And we know it's an expensive time of year for people, and people have been furloughed and out of work and all that good stuff. We completely understand that. But even if you can just share it and let other people know as well, or even if you've already donated, share it. Let people know. Who doesn't want to join the Child Funko Pop?
I mean, I do. And if someone doesn't win it, it's mine. So.
Escándalo.
So, as it's almost Christmas, we are starting our Christmas content because there's no other content. So, might as well do Christmas while it's here. So, I have grabbed this tag off someone's YouTube video. I'm sorry, I don't know whose YouTube video it was. Some lad. He seemed nice. We've grabbed this Disney tag and we're going to answer the questions. And they're all Christmas related. So,
woohoo.
Sure, fuck it. Think of your own answers at home. We'll leave a gap at the end of each of our responses to give you time to respond. We will not. You could just pause it. So our first question on this tag is, what is your favorite Disney park to visit at Christmas time? We're taking this as if you could visit any Disney park, which would you visit? Due to the fact that we've both not visited a lot of them.
Am I going first?
You can go first. Yeah, I asked the question.
Okay. Now, are we saying like specific park or like resort?
I don't know. Do whatever you want. I know where I want to go, and I'm not really sure what mine class is as. So just do whatever you want.
Oh, interesting. I'll give both. I'll give the like more general answer, and then I can give a more specific answer.
Okay.
So I think more generally, I'm gonna go with Walt Disney World.
Excellent. Okay, cool.
Because I think there's lots of different like variations, and if I can have like just Walt Disney World as an answer, like you get the like very like traditional Disney like Christmassy stuff in Magic Kingdom, you get the like cool like retro like 30s 40s vibe in Hollywood Studios. Animal Kingdom usually do kind of like African-y inspired decorations, and then Epcot you just get all the different ones and all the food. So I kind of feel like that's probably like the better place to go. At the minute, it's also the only Western park that's open. So there's also that to contend with.
True.
But if I was to pick one of the parks, honestly, I'd probably go Hollywood Studios because I love the Hollywood Studios decorations. I think they're bloody fab.
That's true. They are very cute. I do.
So, yeah, there we go. What's yours, Katie?
I just want to go to Cars Land.
Oh, very good.
I want to go to Cars Land when it's Christmassy. I know they do a great Halloween in Cars Land, but they also have a pretty sweet Christmas. And they've already got the neon. They put extra lights on. That's what I want. And that's just the end of my story.
I like it.
Second question. Which holiday drink from the Disney parks would you like to try?
Can I be like real boring and just say I just really like a glowtini?
No, that's fair. Yeah.
I can't think of any Christmassy drinks, but I would just really like a glowtini.
Do you know what I'd like? Which I'm sure they've had at Disney at some point, is like some sort of peppermint hot chocolate. Because that seems to be a big thing in America, but it's not really in Europe. But like, I don't really know.
Peppermint isn't much of a thing here.
Yeah, but like we haven't chewing gum.
I mean, I have peppermint oil right there.
There you go. See, like we use it for other things, so why can't we just throw it in a hot chocolate? But yeah, I'm pretty sure there's been some kind of like peppermint bark hot chocolate thing in a Disney resort at some stage. So that's what I'd like. Thanks.
Fair. I like it.
Question 3. Which holiday snack from the Disney parks would you like to try?
I have 2.
Go for it.
So I was watching a Tim Tracker vlog over the weekend where they go to Hollywood Studios and they try all the Halloween snacks. No, Christmas snacks. Christmas sinead. And they got this like red velvet like cake thing that had like cream cheese frosting in the middle, and it looked...
You mean the red velvet whoopie pie?
Yes, that. It looked and sounded bloody beautiful. But also, I've watched an awful lot of Disneyland vloggers, and I know from the candy store on Main Street, they hand make candy canes, and they're like super hard to like get. Like you have to be there on opening to like go and get the candy canes. They only make a certain amount per day. They're also fucking massive. So I want a candy cane from the candy store on Main Street.
Wow, that sounds cool.
Mm.
My response was also that Red Velvet Whoopie Pie, because it's
the
one most recent thing I've seen, because I've not had a lot of time to watch a lot of the like. Do you know what? There's someone on YouTube I watch that just basically does food in Disneyland. And they're really nice. They're this couple, but they really just do food. And I used to watch their videos all the time, but lately I just haven't had time to watch anything. Yeah. And they usually have the best stuff. But yeah, definitely that whoopie pie thing. And then I'm trying to think, like, they definitely do these badass cookies at Christmas as well. I know they do cookies all year round, but I think Walt Disney World has like a pretty like good chocolate chunk Christmas cookie with like little snowflakes and shit on it. So I think I'd very much like to try that. I think they're like the ones that are pretty big, like as big as your head type things.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Fair.
Question 4. Let's change this to Disneyland Paris. What part of Disneyland Paris is your favorite during the holidays / Christmas time?
Now, I've only been to DLP during the Christmas period once.
That's okay.
However, my favorite thing, it was a great time. But my favorite thing was, and it only just barely beats the parade because the Christmas parade is adorable. However, when you're on Main Street and all of a sudden it starts fake snowing, oh, you can't beat it. You guys can't see it, but Kate's fake crying.
You walk down the street and you hear, and like the bells start ringing, and then you can hear like the whoosh, whoosh of like a storm a brewing, and then all of a sudden snow. It's just great. What a feeling.
Beautiful.
And it's even better. It's even better if it's the first time you're walking into the park on your trip and you're halfway down Main Street and all of a sudden it just starts snowing.
Just can't beat it.
What a fantastic
bottle up that feeling,
time.
Inject it to my veins.
Yeah, I love it so much. Yeah, to be honest, mine was pretty similar. Mine was definitely like Main Street hub area. Even if it's not snowing, like fake snow, real snow, just having that like crispness of Paris in December, November, you just, the feeling is Christmas, and like they're pumping out that Disney Christmas music, and like all the cast members in the shops have like their winter wear on because Paris is just cold, and yeah, it's really good vibes. I love Christmas so much.
Yeah.
Question 5. This is quite a fun question. If you could go caroling with any character, who would it be and what would you sing?
I feel like me and Donald could do a pretty good rendition of Fairy Tale New York.
Oh wow, that's a good one. That's really good. That was so funny. He'd 100% do the swearing.
Oh, we'd love it. Oh, we'd absolutely love it. Yes, I'm gonna go with Donald, Fairy Tale in New York.
Fantastic. I think I'd go with Max Goof.
Ooh.
Because I feel like Max Goof would be,
oh yeah,
Mr. Powerline. Do a good rendition of that. What song would we sing? Definitely something. 12 Days of Christmas. Because it's highly, highly annoying.
Oh, and you could sign it along with them? Okay, to be adorable.
Yeah, I could. You're right. That'd be nice. Look at that. Oh, speaking of signing, in the new Spider-Man game that's on the PS5, there is a character in it who is deaf and uses ASL, and Miles Morales has conversational ASL.
Cute.
Yeah, isn't that good?
There you go.
Yeah, she's got a little hearing aid. It's cool. Fun facts with Kate. What is your favorite Christmas tree on property? This is a wild question. I don't think I have any.
Can I just pick a different thing? Like a different decoration? Can we go with decoration?
Yeah.
There we go. I'm going with the gingerbread house in the Disneyland Hotel, because the gingerbread house in the Disneyland Hotel is fucking beautiful.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Oh,
do you know
what smells so nice?
I'm counting as my favorite decoration is the lights that they put on the castle when the castle is not falling to fucking pieces. Because they didn't have them last year.
One of my favorite things is I have a boomerang on, I think it's my own personal Instagram account, because it was before we started Minky Waffles, when I gay crashed Kate's family Christmas trip to Disney. And I was just trying to take a boomerang of the like sparkly lights on the castle, and then Kate just like pokes in. And it makes me laugh every time I see it. I'm gonna see if I can download it from my own.
I want to see it.
I'll whack it up on the Mickey Waffles one. It's comical.
I just love the lights so much. And then last year I was in such a bad mood that they didn't have the lights up. Every time we walked into the castle, I was like, there's a broken slate and there's the broken slate. I'm surprised this castle's still standing. And I was so pissed. Number 7, what is your favorite Christmas souvenir? I like merch.
Yeah, like Christmas related merch item.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm taking it to be.
Great.
Mine, I think I've spoken about before, but my first year as a cast member, our cast member gift was a bauble, and it's like a styrofoam like snowball, and then it has Mickey Mouse's torso like poking out of it. He has a little Santa hat on, and he's holding a present, and I just love it. So that is by far my favorite Christmas Disney thing.
That's cute.
Yeah, before they start giving us shite.
Here they just gave us DVDs. Fuck off. Tomorrowland.
And really terrible DVDs.
Who wants Tomorrowland on DVD? Not me.
No one.
What is my favorite Christmas piece of merch? I've just so many. It's just so difficult to choose. I don't know. I have so many Christmas decks. Do you know what? This year I bought the 2020 Christmas bauble to like celebrate the fact that it was like the first year in the house. So I think that was pretty special in like years to come.
Yeah, that's cute.
At the moment, it's still a new little Baba deck, but like, come back to me in 10 years and ask me again.
Fair. That's fair.
Question 9. Which character would... Question 8. Do you have a Disney Christmas tree? Yes, no. Moving on.
I suppose last year I kind of did.
Yeah.
Because most of the decorations on it were Disney. Most of them weren't Christmassy in the feckin' slightest, though. But I did put a pair of ears on the top of the tree. My like Christmas ears went on the top. So last year, kind of.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like our tree, like we'll only have room for one tree and it will be majority Disney decorations. I did get like a set of baubles to like offset it. Because like I think having a tree just full of Disney decks can be a bit much. And it can also be quite heavy, like for the tree. Yeah.
Andrea's tree.
Oh, well, that's Andrea.
Impeccably decorated.
A different level. Andrea's not in my league.
I showed Andrea's tree. Like, my mom is very fussy when it comes to like, you know that episode of Friends where Monica lets everybody else decorate one side of the tree, and then when she's finished her bit, she turns the tree. Like, my mom would do that, right? My mom is very particular about the Christmas tree. I showed her Andrea's tree, and she was like, "That's beautiful. It's really nicely like laid out. Everything's so well organized." And even she noticed that the characters were grouped together.
Wow, that's a lot for your
whole other level.
There you go.
Whole other level.
So to answer both yes and no, pretty much. Question 9: which character would you want to get for a Secret Santa, and what would you get them? Wow,
I have no idea.
What a random question. Olaf, a sunbed.
Give him a nose. A sunbed. I have no feckin' idea.
That's a really. I should have thought of that one before. Let's skip that one.
Oh, here's a better question though.
Oh, okay, yeah.
If you had to have a character get you for Secret Santa, who would you trust to get you a good present?
Winnie the Pooh.
Oh,
100%. Winnie the Pooh would 100% know what I wanted.
Fair. I'm gonna go with Jack. Jack would be able to give me like good spooky presents. I'd be on board.
Good.
There we go.
I'm so happy I immediately knew Winnie the Pooh. Like he'd probably fuck something up along the way, but he'd get there.
Yeah.
It'd probably end up broken or upside down or something, but it'd be the thought that
it'd be fine.
You can invite 3 Christmas characters or 3 characters for Christmas dinner. Who would you invite?
See, part of me is like, do you go with like a trio of characters? Like, do you go with Huey, Dewey, Louie, Lock, Shock and Barrel, Winnie, Sarah, Mary?
3 Caballeros.
3 Caballeros. How did I not think of 3 Caballeros? But I'm gonna pick my 3 favorite villains because I think the 3 of them in a room would just be fucking hilarious.
What a surprise!
I know, right? I'm gonna go Maleficent, Ursula, and Hades because I think you just fucking hell laughing the whole time.
Excellent. It would be pretty funny, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'd probably go for Rapunzel.
Good shape.
Flynn Rider. And like, can Pascal count? I feel like he has to come.
Yeah.
What about if I amalgamate Pascal and Maximus into the one? Because they're animals.
Yeah.
Because Maximus will have to stay outside. Maximus wants people to come inside. We'll open the window for him so you can stick his head in.
Oh yeah, we love that.
Yeah, okay. I'm glad. Question 11. Which Disney restaurant would you want to eat Christmas dinner at?
Now, are we doing like realistic or just like fucking balls to the wall?
Yeah, go for it.
Victoria and Albert's.
Hey.
Fuck it. Why not? Go for the most expensive place you can go for dinner. Why the hell not?
Yeah, same. But I also think I'd also like to go to... Oh my God, what's that restaurant called? What's that restaurant called? No, Disneyland Paris. I've been to it. The one that is in Inventions. Yeah, California Grill. I still cannot get that meal out of my head. Sometimes I think about it and I'm like, wow, what a nice time that was. I think if you had Christmas dinner there with like the lights and if you were sitting next to the window, I just think that would be a lovely time. Ooh. It's so, like, the vibe in there is just so chill.
Yeah.
I'd enjoy it.
I also like if I'll come up with a second DLP one. I feel like if Waltz was open and if you could like get a seat by the window and just like watch the snow on Main Street, that could be cute.
That'd be cute too. Just imagine like pulling crackers. Question 12. Would you want to spend Christmas at Disney World?
I don't know.
Same.
And the reason why I say this is because we did it for Halloween.
Yeah, and it kind of...
I love Halloween. It's long documented on this podcast, right? However, I would never do actual Halloween day in a Disney park again. Purely because it just didn't feel like I didn't feel like I had a Halloween.
Yeah.
Because it just felt like a park day.
Yeah.
And I would worry that Christmas would be the same. But I'm also kind of like, do you know what? If someone was like, here, Sinead, I'm going to bring you to Disney World for Halloween. I need to stop. I'll bring you to Disney World for Christmas. I'd be like, yeah, sure. Why not? I'll give it a bash. Don't think it would be a regular thing, but I'd give it a go.
I think I definitely want to go one year, maybe. I wouldn't make it a whole family affair, I don't think. I think I'd just make it like me, you, and Amy, or me and Ed, or like a very small conglomerate of people. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think I'd make it one of those like big American, like, let's bring all 25 relatives. Like, I think that'd be too much. Yeah, with his 50,000 family members. So yeah, I think I'd definitely go, but it would be a small group and it would be well planned in advance. But also be so expensive. But anyway. Question 13. If you could only buy one Disney item for someone, who would you buy for and what would it be? That's a stupid question.
I don't understand this question.
Neither do I. If you could own any Disney Christmas item, what would you like? I want one of those.
I won't lie. I was very tempted to get the real tacky Parks Christmas Fair jersey, but they didn't have it in my size. So maybe that.
You froze there. Was it the red Christmas jersey?
Yeah. No. The red, really, really tacky one. However, they only had it in an extra small, and an extra small I am not.
Smalls.
That.
Do you know what I want?
Why not?
One of those wacko Mickey Mouse Nutcracker things that are like $170. Aren't they crazy though?
No, I thought of something else.
Oh my God. Go on.
I want the train that goes around the tree.
Oh yeah, same.
I want the train that goes. It's vastly impractical because where the fuck are you supposed to put your presents? Because you're supposed to put your presents under the tree, and if you have a train there, how the fuck are you supposed to put your presents there?
I think it's like that whole train idea is for American houses that are like the size of like 4 Irish houses. Yeah. So their like main area is huge. So they have like a tree and then the train around the tree, and then they can still fit the presents.
Yeah.
In between the train and the tree. Do you know what I mean?
but I would like the train.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
Choo-choo.
Then the final question of this tag is, which ride would you pick to have a Christmas overlay?
I don't know.
Indeed.
I could really just like wuss out and say Phantom Manor, but yeah, I don't know.
I'm trying to think of one that would be absolutely hilarious to have a Christmas overlay on.
Yeah.
Star Tours.
They just put a Santa hat on 3PO.
And like you'd always visit that
oh my god, you go through
planet.
The scenes from the Christmas special.
Oh yeah, that would be good.
Star Tours.
There you go.
Star Wars Holiday Special. Beautiful.
And they could like make it all snowy on the inside and not actually have snow, but like put fake snow everywhere, like on the stuff.
Yeah,
and they could change do you know when you like walk in and they're like, these are delayed, or like these are they could change that to be like delayed due to like snow cluster or something like that. Do you know what I mean? And you could like change the tannoys to be like safe home for the holidays or Earth Day or Life Day or whatever the fuck it's called in Star Wars.
Yeah, I think it's Star Tours. Fuck it.
Excellent.
Why not?
That was fun. So yeah, that's it for this random Christmas tag that I found on someone's YouTube video. Hope you enjoyed it.
We will I'll leave the questions in the show notes, so if you want to send us your answers,
do it yourself. Do whatever you want.
Let us know.
Live it the way you want. If you guys want to contact us on Instagram, it's @MakeYouWafflesPod. If you want to contact us on Twitter, it's @MakeYouWafflePod. Same sans the S. Please do message us. We do almost always message back.
We like making new Disney friends, so come say hello.
Yeah. Especially if you like make things, or if you're like talented in any way, like, and you do that thing on Instagram. I want to see it. Like,
yeah.
If you draw, if you make things, if you make clothes, if you do it, let me know. I'm here for it.
Yeah, just a bit of show and tell. And if you are listening to us on Apple Podcasts, please give us a rating and review. It helps us out so much. If your other podcast app that you're listening on also lets you give ratings, give us a rating. Be nice. Let us know.
Indeed. That's pretty much it. I hope you're here with us next week. Thanks so much for listening, guys. Bye.
Bye.
This podcast is part of the After Dark Podcast Network.